Hey guys, welcome back into the video, and in this video we're going to be going over the third part of Make a Website with Python series. In this video we're going to be getting started with the database. In the last video we made the register.html form, and in this video we're going to be doing the same thing process for our database. So inside our home is function is where we're going to define our database, because as soon as the user enters the website, this is the first thing they go to, and we want to make sure the database and the table is created for them to use. So what we're going to use is SQLite to make this database. To get it started, what we need to do is first connect with the database. So I'm just going to define a variable called con. I'm going to say SQLite dot connect, and then in here you have to name a database. You can name this whatever. If you don't have one already, it'll create that, and if you have one already that's named the data you're going to put in here, it's going to connect to that database already. So what I'm going to put in here is tutorial underscore database is what we're going to call it for this series. Next, what we want to do is to use our connection to the database to add values to it. So we're going to define a cursor. I'm going to call this cursor equals connection, so con dot cursor. Now we can use this cursor to access the database and make tables inside the database, which is how we're going to use the database, by making tables in it. So the table that we want to make is, if we go back into the register, these are the values we want to store: our first name, last name, email, and password. So if we go back into our main.py, we're going to create a database. To do that, we're going to say cursor dot execute. Inside here, I'm going to do a multi-line string, and now I'm going to say in all caps, create a table if not exists. So what this does is it creates a table, like, and then I can just name it. I'm gonna name it tutorial. I'll name it users, because inside the database is gonna be the users info. So what this basically does, it creates a table named users if the table does not already exist. If it exists, then Python and SQLite just ignore this line and move forward. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down, just add some brackets here, and add one here, and then here we can name what we want to have in the table. So what we're gonna say is first name, and the type of variable that this is. Different types of variable: text, numbers, booleans, and etc. So this is going to be a text type, of course, and then comma, last name, which is also going to be text, and then email, which is also going to be text, and the same thing with password, which is also going to be text. So this will create our table for us, and now to commit it, because you have to commit everything you do in Python and SQLite, so we can just say con connection dot commit. This just makes sure the table is created, and now this table will be accessible to use in all of our different areas. So now if we go into our register, next in the next video we're going to be having a form, and we're going to be accessing that form in our register to access the data that we put in: the first name, last name, email, and password, and store those in the table that we just created here. So that will be for the next video. Stay tuned for that one. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.